Hey folks, Bruce here, and if your Quest 3's been collecting digital dust, it's time to slap that headset on and dive into some absolute bangers. I'm talking 14 flawless chef's kiss AAA games so good they'll make you question reality. And possibly your actual rent payment. From stealth assassins to undead smashing mayhem, this list has it all. So charge your batteries, grab your virtual sword, or frying pan, and let's get pixel deep into perfection. And hey, if you laugh, cry, or yeet a zombie by accident, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know your favorite in the comments.
This rat cult spreads through Gotham like a plague. I have to stop it.
Batman Arkham Shadow. Gotham's in flames and some rat-faced lunatic is trying to turn Independence Day into blow up the city day. You're not the brooding bat god yet, but a younger, wilder version still learning the fine line between vengeance and heroism. The fireworks? They're real. The punches? Oh, they land hard. With stealth missions that feel like noir heists and brutal fistfights that'll have you punching air in your living room, this dark VR ride drops you straight into the moral mess of early Cape crusading. And yes, you'll be sweating when Harvey Dent starts splitting. Gameplay here is all about that iconic rhythmic combat, smooth as bat butter. You'll counter, strike, slide, and vanish into vents like a total shadow ninja. Detective vision returns, letting you scan thug patterns like a socially anxious owl. Sneaky predator segments, back and better. Silent takedowns, inverted ones, yup. And the gadgets. Batarangs, smoke bombs, grapple guns make you feel like a DIY superhero with a PhD in tech. The whole thing plays out in gritty environments like Blackgate Penitentiary, giving you claustrophobic prison hallways, rooftop escapes, and eerie therapy sessions. It's a full-on story-driven brawler with stealth sauce on top, and honestly, it's as close to being the Bat as VR's ever dared.
Their bodies, they've been arranged in some sort of ritual.
Please, just let Yana be all right. What was that?
Metro Awakening. It's 2028, and humanity's last hope is hiding in the grime-covered guts of the Moscow Metro. But this time, you're not some grizzled soldier or trigger-happy ranger. You're Serdar, a desperate doctor on a grim spiritual pilgrimage through claustrophobic tunnels, radioactive death zones, and mutant-infested hellholes. Your mission? Find life-saving meds for your wife. Your odds? Somewhere between slim and get ready to fist-fight a ghost. Oh, and sanity? That'll be the first thing you lose, right after your last flashlight battery and your last filter. In VR, this isn't just Metro with a new coat of rust. It's a full-blown sensory horror show. You'll be slapping on gas masks with trembling hands, watching your flickering torchlight fade while unseen horrors whisper in the dark. The shooting feels raw and desperate, with homemade weapons that jam when you least need it, and bullets that feel more precious than food. Stealth plays a big role too. Whether you're creeping past ghouls or dodging bandit patrols, it's all about holding your breath and hoping the shadows are your friend. With Dmitry Glukovsky weaving a ghostly origin tale, this one's not just about survival, it's about transformation. And trust me, the Metro's always watching. Resident Evil 4 VR. Nothing says vacation gone wrong, quite like a village full of cult-worshipping, axe-swinging locals with a taste for screaming "Detrás de ti, imbécile" at all hours. You are Leon S. Kennedy, former cop turned presidential babysitter, and your job? rescue the president's daughter, and maybe not die in the most terrifying rural Airbnb ever. But this ain't your dusty 2005 version. This is Resident Evil 4 Gold Edition in glorious, gut-wrenching VR, with modern mechanics, next-gen visuals, and enough horror to make you double-check your own shadow. From parrying chainsaw maniacs with a knife to suplexing cultists like it's WWE European Invasion, every moment in VR feels way too real. You'll fumble your reloads under pressure, desperately peek around corners, and probably throw a controller when the regenerators start breathing down your neck. The Gold Edition doesn't just give you the main nightmare, it adds Separate Ways, a sleek spy thriller where you slip into Ada Wong's designer boots, and the extra DLC pack, stuffed with outfits, weapons, and stylish Leon shades, because nothing says apocalypse like romantic matching fits. It's brutal, beautiful, and full of cult energy. Assassin's Creed Nexus VR. Ever wanted to leap off a rooftop, land in a haystack, and then immediately shiver guard in the neck, all while sweating in your living room? Say hello to the wildest time-traveling parkour simulator to ever hit VR. You are Ezio, Connor, and Cassandra, each living their own stab-happy sagas across Renaissance Italy, revolutionary America, and war-torn ancient Greece. And yeah, it's even cooler than it sounds. This first-person VR adventure is like doing a trust fall with history, except you've got hidden blades and enemies to assassinate. The climbing? Pure arm day workout. The stealth? Tense enough to make you hold your breath in real life. Sword fights, bow kills, neck snaps, and rooftop parkour all come together like a beautifully choreographed ballet of violence. The Nexus I storyline keeps things spicy as you play a hacker working undercover inside Abstergo's VR experiment, while secretly planting memory bombs like you're some kind of animus ninja. And when Dominica figures out your plan, oh buddy, the chase is on. It's sleek, it's sweaty, it's surprisingly emotional, and it's easily one of the most ambitious VR experiences ever. You're not just syncing memories, you're syncing with pure assassin chaos.
Except one of the guys is a dog. Who is a good boy?
Arizona Sunshine 2. There's something beautifully chaotic about fighting a zombie horde in the sweltering Arizona sun with a flamethrower in one hand and a dog named Buddy at your side. That's the flavor of apocalypse you'll be savoring in this blood-splattered sequel. You're once again the wisecracking, undead, splattering survivor from the first game. But this time the stakes are higher, the gore is gorier, and the zombies are just begging for some creative dismemberment. Combat here is stupidly fun. Guns pack a punch, but it's the melee system that really gets messy, in the best way possible. Swing a crowbar and watch limbs fly, or go full Desert Rambo with a machete in one hand and a shotgun in the other. And when you're in over your head, just whistle for Buddy, your loyal canine companion who bites faces and fetches loot like a furry little MVP. The campaign's got heart, humour, and that classic "we're so screwed" zombie charm, whether you go it alone or team up with a buddy, the human kind, for co-op mayhem. With horde mode, leaderboards, and more maps incoming, it's an all-you-can-smash undead buffet. Bring sunscreen, and maybe some dog treats. Buddy's earned it. Alien Rogue Incursion. Let's just say this trip to an alien-infested moon base does not come with complimentary snacks or breathable air. You are Zula Hendricks, ex-Marine, current walking xenomorph egg basket, no, seriously, and full-time corporate exposer. After crash landing on the ominously named Perdan, you and your trusty android Davis, later just his head, discover that Gemini Exoplanet Solutions has been playing God with acid-blooded nightmares. Cue the stealth, horror, betrayal, and a whole lot of pant-wetting tension. Played in first person, this is alien terror like never before. That motion tracker, your best friend and your worst enemy. You'll sneak past wall-crawling Xenos, duck under slime-dripping vents, and use precious ammo sparingly across your pulse rifle, shotgun, and trusty revolver. Accidentally knock over a trash can? Congrats! Now they know you're here. Between proximity grenades, panic room save spots, and hacking minigames, it's a cocktail of claustrophobic horror and sci-fi sleuthing. Plus, you get face-hugged halfway through and live to tell the tale. Barely. No big deal. It's creepy, it's crawly, and it's VR at its most existentially stressful. If you ever wanted to feel like you're living inside the most terrifying part of the alien timeline, congratulations, your heart rate is about to skyrocket. Civilization VII VR. History class never went this hard. In this beefed-up, empire-building binge known as Civilization VII Deluxe Edition, you're rewriting history as well as remixing it with style, strategy, and a dash of digital diplomacy. Every age offers a chance to reshape your people, evolve your strategy, and decide whether you'll build towering wonders or bulldoze your rivals with tanks and passive-aggressive trade embargoes. You want Napoleon throwing gold-draining diplomatic tantrums? Done. You want to be a philosophical monk running a techno-empire? Also totally doable. This time around, you don't just pick a leader and civilization. You mix and match like it's an RTS smoothie bar. Each age brings brand new civilizational choices, so you're never locked into one strategy. Go full science nerd early on, then morph into a warmongering resource hoarder in the industrial age. With revamped city building, new wonders, architectural eye candy, and even rivers you can actually navigate. This is a strategy sandbox that feels more alive and more dangerous than ever.
Payback is an honest-to-God force of nature.
The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners 2. Hope your skiff still floats, because New Orleans just got a whole lot bloodier, weirder, and absolutely more axe-choppy. In this terrifying continuation of your tourist saga, the Big Easy is now the Big Extremely Difficult. The Axeman, a masked, brooding murder machine who makes Jason Voorhees look like a shy librarian, is now hunting you like it's personal. And trust me, it is personal. But apart from surviving, you're also unraveling a conspiracy, deciding the fate of entire faction, and still somehow finding time to bash a few Walker skulls in with a frying pan. The physics-based combat in VR? Still here and still glorious. Melee feels meaty, gunplay's crunchy, and stealth kills make you feel like the post-apocalyptic ninja you always knew you were deep down. Explore expanded zones across NOLA, including the French Quarter, and go full loot goblin on both sunlit scavenging runs and terrifying night missions where every creaky step could mean getting mobbed by the dead. Side with the desperate exiles for sweet loot and good karma, or just rob them blind and peace out on your boat. That's between you and your conscience, or what's left of it.
Just what we need.
Into black. It starts with a busted ship, a snarky robot with tea-making dreams, and a darkness thicker than a tax audit on Mars. You are Ben Mitchell, deep space scavenger and accidental mystery magnet, crash-landed on an alien planet where every corner hides either precious minerals or something that wants to eat your face. Into Black is basically what happens when you combine Metroid Prime exploration, Dead Space atmosphere, and a dash of VR co-op chaos, all under the eerie glow of a galaxy-sized conspiracy. The campaign is fully voice-acted and totally playable solo or with 3 friends who can either help you survive or distract you just long enough to get munched by glow-in-the-dark alien worms. You'll blast, mine, and loot your way across 20-plus biomes, ranging from magma-soaked death tunnels to bioluminescent alien nests that scream bad decision the moment you step in. Weapons are beefy, enemies are fast, and the upgrades are deliciously grindable. But if PvE's not enough, Singularity Mode throws you into a 12-player loot and backstab fest where alliances are temporary and trust gets you stabbed. It's survival, betrayal, and galactic-grade T-service wrapped in one. Space never felt this thrilling or this shady. BONELAB. Getting executed was only the tutorial. In BONELAB, death is just the beginning of your weird, physics-bending, avatar-swapping escape from digital oblivion. Apart from dodging bullets, you're uncovering a secret lab in the bowels of MythOS City that's part portal, part Matrix, and entirely bonkers. One minute you're parkouring over death pits, the next you're wielding a frying pan and uppercutting androids like it's your full-time gig. And yes, you can be a buff anime lizard girl while doing it. No judgment. This is physics-driven chaos turned up to 11. Every punch, grab, vault, and slam feels tactile and uncomfortably real. The melee is crunchy, the gunplay hits hard, and the ability to import custom avatars means you can stomp through the campaign as anyone from Shrek to Solid Snake, with your physical stats changing accordingly. Want to be short, fast, and nimble? Done. Giant, slow, and capable of turning NPCs into floor decor? Also yes. It's not just combat though. You'll unlock puzzle chambers, sandbox madness, obstacle courses, modded levels, and more, all tied into a layered narrative that slowly unravels the creepy digital underworld you're trapped in. It's VR's weirdest playground, and somehow also its smartest. Contractors Showdown. Welcome to the exfil zone, where loot is life, bullets are currency, and trust is basically non-existent. Contractors Showdown doesn't just toss you into a fight, it straps a backpack of hope to your back and dares you to make it out alive. This is an extraction-based, mission-stacked gauntlet of sweat, strategy, and scavenging. Kind of like if Tarkov met Call of Duty in a back alley and then both got dragged into VR. You'll take on shady vendor contracts, from wiping out enemies to planting secret trackers. And if you play it smart, you'll earn loyalty points that unlock shiny new toys like silencers, scopes, and gear straight out of a military surplus fever dream. Night vision goggles? Got 'em! 50+ weapons with custom attachments? Oh yeah. But it's not all pew-pew. You've got to worry about limb damage, bleeding, and keeping yourself hydrated like it's a post-apocalyptic CrossFit session. Every match becomes a high-stakes raid, where you gather resources, make painful decisions, and level up your HQ for long-term survival perks. And with tight maps and brutal combat zones, the tension never lets up. Loot smart, shoot sharp, and exfil like your digital life depends on it. Because it absolutely does.
Fear no adversary.
Blade and Sorcery Nomad. There are physics-based sandboxes. And then there's Blade and Sorcery, where you can yeet a dude across a medieval marketplace using gravity magic and follow it up with a sword throw to the spine in midair. This VR powerhouse lets you be the ultimate battle mage gladiator in a world where everything bends to your chaotic will. More than slicing and dicing, it's about doing it your way, with full-body VR physics that make every swing, stab and spellcast feel brutally personal. Whether you're diving into sandbox mode for pure, unrestricted mayhem, spawning endless enemies, crazy weapons, or just swinging from lanterns like Tarzan with a grudge, or climbing the progression ladder in Crystal Hunt, the game's full release now makes it feel like an actual fantasy RPG. Crystal Hunt even adds lore, boss fights, shout out to Hector, the rock punching bag, tiered magic systems, and dungeon looting that'll make any Skyrim fan weep with joy. Fire, lightning, gravity, whatever your vibe, you can mix it with melee and rain chaos on fools who dare to exist near you. And thanks to telekinesis and realistic item weight, launching a sword into a dude's head from across the map feels just as satisfying as parrying a club mid-swing. This is the gladiator simulator to end all gladiator simulator. In VR, it doesn't get much more visceral or more fun.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Dungeons of Eternity. Sharpen your blades and tighten your grip. This dungeon dive doesn't have checkpoints, it has chaos. Dungeons of Eternity is what happens when fantasy RPGs, co-op carnage, and full-body VR physics get tossed into a magical blender and set to swing wildly at skeletons. Doesn't matter if you're going solo like a brave but slightly terrified warrior, or diving in with up to 3 friends who will definitely steal all the loot. Every run is a unique, procedurally generated descent into sword-swinging madness. It's not just hack and slash, it's smack and fling, thanks to the physics system that makes every axe throw, sword block and bow shot feel deliciously crunchy. Traps, puzzles, and combat arenas appear without warning, and the second you think you're safe, a trapdoor dumps you into a pit full of glowing-eyed monstrosities. Loot? Oh, it's random and plentiful, with endless weapon varieties and magical tools that turn your loadout into a grab bag of doom. Want to use a flaming warhammer while dressed like a gladiator wizard hybrid? You absolutely can. Toss in player customization, ever-changing rooms, and that sweet, sweet 4-player chaos. And it's no surprise this is the co-op fantasy hit on Quest 3. Bring friends, or at least someone to revive you when you trip over your own sword. And there you have it. 14 VR masterpieces so good they should come with a warning, may cause excessive head flailing and sudden game addiction. These AAA Quest 3 games are the gold standard of immersive awesomeness. Got a favourite? Did I miss a secret gem that made you scream into the void with joy? Let Bruce know below. Smash that like button harder than you smash skeletons. Subscribe for more reality-bending rundowns. And I'll catch you in the next one, preferably not being chased by anything with claws.